Now I want to talk about and teach about how to use tactile sensation to help you as a knife fighter. Whenever I touch anybody's knife or arm, I feel them. If Ron cuts at me and I pick this up here, I can feel where that is. What a lot of people do when they're using this technique is they tend to look at what's going on. If you look with two knives at what's going on here, here's the end of my peripheral vision. My attention's going to come over here. If I look at this, I lose track of this knife. So what I have to do is come in here and turn my head back. I'm sensing, I'm still monitoring this, but I'm watching for that to fire, because this probably is. If he fires that, I may totally let go and come over here. But no matter how I feel it, if I'm caught late and he cuts at me like that and I just block it, I just throw my hand up and I block it. Now, I pinned him here, but the problem is he tends to crash through the block. So if you can turn out like Wing Chun teaches you to, just a slight bit. Now I've got structural alignment, as Anthony DeLongis, my saber trainer, talks about all the time. I've got good structural alignment here and I can hold him. If he's cutting really hard and I turn into him, see that? It rocked me a little bit, but I still held him there. Now if I just blocked that and did this, he just crashed through me. Now when something crashes through you, you have to let go. What I do is I let fold, I lift my elbow and I come back this way. Okay? There's always an escape. There's always something, but lots of times you want to hold him here, because there's a reason why. I want to hold him here so I can do this. If I can feel this, and I know I've got him perched on my blade here, either blade to blade or on his thumb or his wrist or something. I know I have him perched here, I can simultaneously thrust. Okay, again, another Wing Chun technique, but it's adaptable to knife fighting. What you don't want to do, though, when you do this, is put your vision and look here. You want to make sure that you're over here looking for this other one to go. Now, because I've developed my tactile senses, if Ron lets go on this end, it changes. Now this one. He lets go here, I can still pick him up. When he lets go here, I might drop and pick him up this hand. I might monitor him this way. If he comes here, I might let him come through. Whatever he'll do, I can still sense what's going on here. I feel him, what he's doing. I feel him go down, or that way. Sometimes he goes down, I'll follow him down. Or when he lets go, sometimes I may zone and cut him. Okay? Let's try that again. When he's perched here, I can feel him. Okay? So if he goes in towards his chest, I can follow him back in and pin him. If he goes down, I can follow him down. If he goes up, I can follow him up. If he goes to this side and crosses, I can let go and pick him up at the elbow. I feel everything he's going to do from that hand. And I can also tend to let go whenever I want to. All right? So what I want to do is I want to use my tactile senses to pick this up and monitor it as I watch for that hand to go. Now, even as I simultaneously hit him here, I'm watching for this hand to go. If I lose it, if I've got him here and I lose it, I can run out. Or, as I lose it here, I can make some other change. Okay? You don't just stand there. This allows you, getting used to feeling his knife, what it's doing, it allows you to move around him and to put in your own counters in quarter or half beats. So I get here, that's almost simultaneous. Here, here, here. Here. But I felt him pinned here for a split second, but I don't like this. I felt this is weak. I know I'm going to lose control of him here. I'm going to try to reestablish that, or when I'm here, I'm going to run out. Didn't like how much control I had. That's the other thing your senses will tell you. When he stabs on the high line, here, I feel, okay, I got a good lock there. I'm in there pretty good. If it goes on the low line, and I do this, I can already feel my wrist buckle. I don't like that. So I know I've got to zone, or pass him, or come into him, and fold and hit him with my elbow. This isn't going to hold. I'm going to lose control there. But if I barge him on his elbow, I took back control. Get really good at feeling and get really good at remembering what your peripheral vision can and can't do. Turn your head here. Here's my peripheral vision right here. Stops. Mine's really good. Stops way behind my eye. Right about here. Okay? Right in here. It means over here I can't see very well. Right there, I can see that hand. I can see the hand. Lost it, see it. Okay? Right there. That's my peripheral vision. Pretty good. But you've got to be cognizant. You turn your head, your peripheral vision went with your head. So you've got to turn your head back. As you move one direction, your head swivels the other. My head looks this way. Okay? My head looks this way. I'm feeling When I look back, I'm monitoring. Here's that tactical sensation right here. I'm monitoring on this side. If I see that side go, this side moves, I'll readjust, or maybe I'll run out. Okay? I'll say, hey, I'm losing it here. This, I'm getting out of there. I felt maybe I'm not strong. I didn't get a good edge bite. If I get a good edge bite here in his thumb or his fingers, and I feel that grind in, and I get a good bite, a good stop there, for a split second, I have him immobilized. So I can get that. But if this feels tenuous and he starts to rock, I know I've got to pass, or I have to reinforce with my other hand, or I need to beat feet. All comes from getting tactile sensation, feedback, constantly. Learning your knife, it feels everything. When it makes contact, it feels. If I get that, a good chop, I get in here and I get a good chop, I've got that sensation. I felt that. Bang! And he felt it too. It's like, boom! And now I know that I got a really good chance that arm is finished. I keep moving around, move to his back, and take him. Get good at using your peripheral vision. Get used to learning the limitations of peripheral vision, and get used to sensing and feeling through your knife and your knife arm. You'll feel his power. He comes with that diagonal downward thrust, and I throw up here and I block. There's power there. If I turn into it, even if I turn into it like this, I feel still a huge amount of power coming down there. So I feel that power, I can lift my elbow and rotate my knife and let that power slide past me. Or I can come here and move that power all the way. Or I can hold underneath that power here. Not great, but look at this. Okay? I can come inside his power curve. People don't talk about that very much. Okay, when you come in here, you better be doing something. You better be thinking about this hand. Even if you did this and you came in there and nothing else, you hit him with your elbow. But you can go inside his power curve. Most people never teach that in knife fighting. You feel like you're losing it here, it's easier to run out, or easier to run out. It's easier, stab again hard, it's easier to pass it, okay? But if I'm feeling here and I'm going underneath it, I can run underneath here. But this is going to work, okay? Because now I've got his knife wrapped around the back of my neck. I'd want to turn it too, like that, and just throw him over, okay? Okay, right, Ron? That's the other thing I'd want to do. Because I don't want to leave somebody back here with their knife, especially if it's not hurt. If I just block here, this is the thing I don't like about blocking versus slashing. You have to block. You have to parry sometimes. You can't counter slash all the time. That's what I like, okay? Come again. That's what I like. Can't always do it. Sometimes I'm here and I feel that. So it's necessary to go inside of it because I can't hold it. It's going to crash through and stab me in the face or crash through and cut me. And maybe for whatever reason, I messed up, this knife's over here. I can't get it over there in time. And for whatever reason, I'm not in a balanced position to step out fast enough. So then, if I don't step out fast enough, I'll come in here. And of course, I've got him. His arm is raised. See, his arm's on top of me, now his balance is ruined. Much easier for me to throw. I move my hips a little bit, and I raise this a little bit, and I just kick that leg. He's on his way down. Easy, easy, easy. Okay? Because his arm's too high. Anytime you can raise somebody's arm up, you make it easy for him to throw. So, these are all things that you learn to sense. I sense his arm going up. I see it opening as I continue to monitor this. All the way I'm stepping, I'm monitoring through my knife. All that way in. Okay? If I'm losing it, at any point, I may, from here, I may just run out. Say, oh, couldn't do it. Too fast. Wasn't a good bite. Whatever. Or, sometimes I'll be here and I'll replace and I'll monitor at his elbow with my other knife. Or, I'll come in here and crash, just like that, and slam into him. Run him over really quick, disrupt him, because I know I'm losing it. If I don't do something, I'm going to get hit. Get used to feeling with your knife. Get used to using your peripheral vision all the time. Be aware of the limitations of peripheral vision. You'll be a much better knife fighter, I promise you.